Have you ever felt that you are not good enough? Or find yourself in a place where you feel you don't belong there? Or sometimes you hear this quiet voice in your head telling you that you're not worth it. Well, if that's you, let me tell you, you are not alone. Research shows that 70% of people experience this. There is a name for it. It's called imposter syndrome. And today we are going to explore strategies and tips and techniques that we could use to break free from self-doubt. So what is an imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is that little voice in your head that sometimes tells you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you do not belong here. It tricks you in thinking that you do not deserve the success that you've achieved, or do you do? Or sometimes makes you feel like other people are better than you. And what it does is it stops you from taking a risk, sometimes speaking up, or going for things that you would have achieved if you have tried. Well, if you have experienced this, like I've already said, you are not alone. Did you know that even some of the most influential, famous, people that we admire do experience this? Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, Albert Einstein have all shared that they have at some point in their life experienced imposter syndrome. What are some of the signs to show that you are experiencing imposter syndrome? One is when you downplay your achievement. You go, somebody probably congratulating you on something you have done, and you downplay it and go, oh, it's nothing. Or you constantly comparing yourself to others. That makes you feel like you are not good enough. Or sometimes it might make you feel like you need to be perfect at all times. If you can relate to these, I tell you, do not worry, you can break free. Let's look at some of the strategies to help us overcome imposter syndrome. The truth is, many people experience this. I have experienced imposter syndrome throughout my career, because sometimes I will be, for instance, in a room where it will feel like I'm very different. And straight away you can hear that I call it chimp, and I tell it to be quiet when I hear it. Okay, there are strategies that we can use to help overcome this. First is to acknowledge it. What do we mean by acknowledging it? You can write it down, or you can share with a colleague. Sometimes I joke with my girlfriends and I share that, can you imagine, this is how I felt? And interestingly, they go, oh my goodness, you're not alone. I felt exactly the same. And straight away, it helps to normalize it. And you know that that's your brain tricking you. That's not the truth. You are worth it. You belong. You have worked really hard to get to where you are. Secondly, reframe your thinking. Instead of you thinking, I'm not enough, or I don't belong here, reframe that into saying, I am learning. I have earned my place here, and I do belong here. Research from the behavioral science indicates that positive affirmation helps to mitigate self-doubt and boost your confidence. You are worth it. You have earned it, and just be confident about it. The next strategy is own your success. What do we mean by that? I mean, personally, I can say, coming from my cultural background, sometimes it might come across as you being arrogant, or you are showing off, or you are a bit too much. And that humility sometimes makes you keep quiet about your wins. Nobody is going to celebrate your wins if you don't accept it and if you don't celebrate it. Perhaps write it down, no matter how small it is, no matter how big it is, and just looking back at your achievement, what you've achieved, help you understand that journey that you have been on. And if it's just things like you have achieved the slightest, smallest thing that you wouldn't have been able to do maybe months ago. When I started going to the gym, I was documenting everything because I felt, oh my goodness, years ago, this wouldn't have been me. And it might be that today I can do 10 squats and I am so impressed and I'm so excited and I celebrate those achievements. You can do the same. Celebrate those wins. Maybe document them, share with your friends, your trusted colleagues, and celebrate them. That would help boost your confidence and reduce that imposter syndrome. The fourth step is stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone have their own struggles. That's the honest truth. Even the people that we admire. I can share with you, I admire Michelle Obama so much. But guess what? When I read her memoir, Becoming, I was like, oh my goodness, how revealing is that? Michelle indicated that in part of her journey, there were some times where she found herself in a room with people who are well accomplished, and then she started questioning her worth. If it's happening to people that we admire, it is normal. So stop comparing yourself to anyone, and it's your journey. Celebrate those journeys. Embrace those failures. It's absolutely okay. The only way we learn is to make those mistakes. Those failures bring its worth. It brings its knowledge. It brings those experiences that makes your story unique, that makes you worthwhile. So stop comparing yourself to others. The last technique or strategy that I want to share with you is take action despite the fear. Apply for that job. Speak up in meetings. Go for your dreams. One of the ways to prove imposter syndrome wrong is to take action. And you can absolutely do it. Take action. I love this saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. When I wanted to start the YouTube channel, people who are very close to me will tell you, this has been on the list for a very long time. I am the person that loves to stand up and speak. In front of a camera, it's a challenge. But I am feeling the fear and I'm doing it anyway. So B3 Inspire, take action despite the fear. As we wrap up, remember, the only limit to the height of your achievement is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them. Michelle Obama. Imposter syndrome may whisper in your ears that you're not good enough. But your experience, your unique journey, backed by the research, backed by the fact that most people experience this, tells you that that's not true. You are capable, you are worth it, and you belong. Let's turn to the timeless, wise Bible. In Psalm 139, verse 14, it says, I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. This verse encourages us or tells us that we are all crafted in a unique way, and we bring that value. We have a purpose for which we are created, and we have to remember that and be confident and be bold and know that imposter syndrome cannot limit us. If this video has been helpful to you, share with a friend who might need this boost. Also, I would like you to do me a favor, put a comment below, sharing maybe your experience, how you have dealt with imposter syndrome. You never know, your story might go a long way of helping and boosting somebody else's confidence. So we meet next time. Build your foundation, believe in yourself, and become unstoppable. Thank you for watching.